Welcome back. Another practical way to choose joy on a daily basis is to rediscover pleasure. Somehow our Christian forefathers and foremothers and early theologians have planted in our minds that pleasure is a bad thing, something to be avoided at all costs, that only worldly people seek pleasure. And while it's true that pleasure out of control can lead to destructive hurts and habits and hang-ups, there's no reason to automatically fear it, avoid it, or run from it. In fact, the Bible says in 1 Timothy 6:17 that God has richly provided us with everything for our enjoyment. Well, enjoyment and pleasure are synonymous. This verse might as well have said, God richly provides us with everything for our pleasure. God has given us 5 senses by which to enjoy this world. He's given us the sense of touch, taste, sound, smell, and sight. And those senses are not just to keep us out of trouble. You don't have eyes just to keep you from bumping into the furniture. You don't have a nose just so that you can avoid bad smells. You don't have ears just to hear the ambulance coming up behind you. Our senses are not negative, but totally positive. They are given to help us enjoy life. I'm sure you have noticed by now that life can be very, very hard. And I'd love to suggest to you that God has given us these 5 senses to make this challenging life a whole lot more pleasant, rich, and pleasurable. There is a world of texture and taste and sight and smell and sound that we need to take advantage of. When we use our senses in that way, it releases joy. How long has it been since you savored the taste of your favorite food? We're usually in such a hurry to fill our hunger that we inhale what's on our plates. So today, take a bite of something delicious and roll it around in your mouth and see if you can figure out all the different components that went into making it taste so good. Like, what are the spices, or what is that yumminess? What if tonight you walk outside wherever you are and look up at the night sky? Take in the majesty of God's creation. Let your eyes move from constellation to constellation and be amazed at the world in which we live. Take a walk tomorrow in your neighborhood that's not for exercise, but simply for getting connected to the world through your senses. Close your eyes and just listen. Hear the breeze as it whispers by your face. Hear the birds singing their unique songs. Figure out the make and the model of the cars passing you with just your ears. Hear the voice of your neighbors and strangers and observe. Along with a renewed awareness of the world around us, we need to learn how to express affection extravagantly. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 13:13, love extravagantly. Most of us are not extravagant lovers. We're stingy. We dole out affection as though we're in short supply and should be hoarded. People who touch and are touched live longer, and it increases the sense of well-being that we have when someone tenderly and lovingly touches us. You may not have been raised in a home where affection was freely expressed or expressed appropriately, but you then, of all people, should know the ache in your heart that comes from a lack of physical affection. Don't let the cycle continue. Hug someone today and hold them close. Savor the smell of their skin, their hair, their clothes, the feel of their skin. Reconnect through the sense of touch. Unfortunately, we cheat ourselves out of so much available pleasure, either because we think pleasure is dangerous, or we're just too busy with our to-do list to slow down to take in what our senses are telling us, or we just don't think about it. Pleasure is one of God's beautiful ways for us to experience joy every day, but we have to choose it, to live with heightened senses, ready to receive what our taste, touch, smell, sight, and sound can bring. I'll see you tomorrow.